Coming up next, it's Toonami, followed by Big Bag on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Big Bag, followed by Small World on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's more of Big Bag, followed by Small World on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Small World, followed by Boomerang on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Small World continues, followed by Boomerang on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater, followed by Scooby-Doo on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Scooby Movies, followed by Beetlejuice on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Beetlejuice, followed by The Addams Family on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's The Addams Family, followed by Road Rovers on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Road Rovers, followed by the SWAT Cats on Cartoon Network.
Coming up next, it's SWAT Cats, followed by Super Friends. It's on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Super Friends continues, followed by Mysteries, Inc., Cartoon Network.
Coming up next, it's Mysteries, Inc., followed by Animaniacs on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Animaniacs, followed by Tiny Toons on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Tiny Toons, followed by Bugs and Daffy on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Bugs and Daffy Show, followed by Batman on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Batman, followed by Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? On Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Scooby-Doo, followed by the Flintstones on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Flintstones, followed by the Tex Avery Show on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Tex Avery Show, followed by Toonheads on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Toonheads, followed by Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Tom and Jerry, followed by Johnny Bravo on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Johnny Bravo, followed by Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Courage the Cowardly Dog, followed by I Am Weasel on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's I Am Weasel, followed by the Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls, followed by the What a Cartoon Show on Cartoon Network.